Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the series. Well, Jesus has been crucified. Today, picking up the story in verse 39, when the centurion who stood there in front of Jesus heard his cry and saw how he died, he said, "Surely this was the Son of God." And some scholars believe that this is the pinnacle of Mark's gospel, this declaration by this Roman centurion. Surely this was the Son of God. Why do they say that? Well, they hark back to Mark chapter 1, verse 1, the very words that began this gospel. We read the beginning of the gospel about Jesus Christ, the Son of God. Mark is setting about in his account to establish and to show evidence that Jesus was and is the Son of God. Today I just want to look briefly at that term, the Son of God, but also at its correlating term, the Son of Man, because Jesus would often refer to himself, especially in Mark's Gospel, in the third person as the Son of Man. Now what's all that about? Is he the Son of God or is he the Son of Man? And to be the Son of anyone, to be the Son, is to carry the essence, is to carry the identity, and to carry the authority of that which you are a son of. In biblical times, for the Son to go and set up the family business in the marketplace carried with him all the authority and all the respect that the Father has himself. So Jesus, as the Son of God, is identifying with the authority, with the person of God himself. But what about the Son of Man? Is he just identifying with mankind, or is there something more to it? For in Old Testament times, the Son of Man was referring simply to be someone who was a man. The Psalms carry those words. Even the book of Ezekiel talks about the Son of Man. But by Daniel's time, there's a different meaning that's attached to the Son of Man. As we've noted before, that beautiful prophecy from Daniel 7 verse 13, "I looked, and there before me was one like a son of man, coming with the clouds of heaven. He approached the Ancient of Days and was led into his presence. He was given authority, glory, and sovereign power. All peoples, nations, and men of every language worshipped him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion that will not pass away, and his kingdom is one that will never be destroyed." So in Daniel's vision, one like a son of man has come and he's being worshipped. That surely is blasphemous, sacrilegious, for one who looks like a man to be worshipped as God. And then when Jesus came and was referring to himself as the Son of Man, that got the religious leaders all twisted and tied up. You remember the story in Mark chapter 2 of the 4 friends who lowered their paralytic friend down into the midst of Jesus. And Jesus said to the religious authorities, "So that you know that the Son of Man has authority to forgive sins." He was claiming that as the Son of Man, he had the authority from God to forgive sins. And while the people had trouble recognizing Jesus for who he was, remember the demons recognized early. They said in chapter 1 verse 24, "What do you want with us, Jesus? Have you come to destroy us? We know who you are. You are the Holy One of God." The evil spirits recognized Jesus for who he was, even though the people yet hadn't. And then we find in chapter 8, as Jesus asks his disciples, "Who do people say that I am?" And you remember they have all these different theories, and then Jesus says, "Well, who do you say that I am?" Peter, spokesman for the rest, says, "You are the Christ." In other words, you are the Messiah. You are the awaited one. You are the Son of Man that we read about in Old Testament scripture. Moving along through our recap of Mark's Gospel, remember when he was brought to trial before the priests, the Sanhedrin? He's silent until he finally claims, and he says, "You will see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of the Mighty One and coming on the clouds of heaven," clearly harking back to that prophecy in Daniel. Jesus is building his case little by little, bringing that revelation of who he is, the Son of Man and the Son of God, until finally it climaxes here in Mark's Gospel as the centurion, this foreigner, this outsider, declares and states as Jesus is crucified and breathes his last, "Surely this was the Son of God." There's no question in his mind, and if there's still a question in yours, let me encourage you to continue to seek and to explore and to answer that question for yourself. Jesus' question of you, "Who do you say that I am?" It makes all the difference in this world.